Oh. On spitballing. Today we have a special guest. He goes as BigBlackCrypto.
No, but y'all can call me Ed. Y'all can call me Ed.
Oh, you jumped in there.
I'm really good at shutting down shitcoin projects, and they're not too pleased with me. So, Eddie for today.
We'll go with Eddie.
Y'all can find me at BigBlackCrypto on Twitter at BigBlackCrypto, like TOE, and on YouTube as BigBlackCrypto. IG. Don't really waste your time there. But Twitter is where to find the most information as far as what I have to share. YouTube might give you some insights to some really good projects. You can hit me up for research questions. You can shill to me, but understand I'm not somebody you want to just pitch a crap project to it, because I will school you on tokenomics and various economic principles as to whether or not what you invested in is something long-term, short-term, or flip, because I am interested in protecting the consumer, making sure that this is a safe space. But today, we're going to have fun. And I'm going to follow the homie's lead. But, again, let's have some fun today.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not calling him Ed or BigBlackCrypto. He's fucking Afro right for today. He's Afro right in the fucking building.
Hey, that's better than Mosquito Brown. I'd like to make it to the end of the series.
So, on a serious note, though,
Yes.
I got news last night of an actual legend who passed away, Edward Urquhart, one of the fastest guys I ever met. He beat me in every race I've ever been with. He's just a solid guy, kind-hearted thing. I'm not sure how he passed away, but I know he passed away. He's resilient. He's a fighter, and those are the type of people you want to surround yourself with. And yeah, we lost a good one, and yeah, I'm hurt. And I just wanted to say, like rest in peace, like. You're important. He helped me push myself to different levels. Like he was always the rabbit in the race that I'm trying to catch, right? So I just wanted to say my condolences to his family, and it hurts, right? So I just wanted to get that out of the way, but not get out of the way. That sounds crazy, but
No, it's important to acknowledge it. And
yeah, I want to acknowledge it, and yeah.
Because straight up as men, we don't really get to express our emotions. We're taught to keep things to ourselves, and in the time to grieve, it's good to acknowledge those things and to celebrate life.
Yeah.
And for life lived, you know what? We gotta appreciate the good things that he's done.
100%, and it's crazy that you say that, because like I know a lot of guys who died young and who died for violence and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But he's not that kind of guy. So when that happens, it's like someone dies from gun violence. It's like fuck. It sucks. It's not good. It hurts. But Eddie, when he survived, this is a tragedy. It's like fuck. It's not that doesn't even make any sense, right?
Yeah.
So and like you said, in terms of grieving, me, I'm very numb to the pain. I just know so many people who died.
Yeah.
But this time my heart is heavy. It hurts. So
Oh.
But yeah, no.
But for real though, it's like people don't understand the challenge too. We've got mutual friends that there's certain funerals that we can't actually attend because of the danger of attending.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's you know what? I'm okay with people self-medicating, with response.
Hold on, is that what you're saying I do?
No.
Is that
But I'm just saying hey, I totally accept and understand. I cast no judgment. I agree with you.
Okay.
When you told me who had passed away,
Mm-hmm.
one of the memories for me was, the opening play, we're in the playoffs. I'm thinking we can beat this team. This guy houses it on the kick after slipping in the mud.
Mm-hmm. That's actually who he is.
And then after that, I was like, okay, thank you, ref. But when I went out to play semi-pro out in, in CJFL,
yeah,
out in BC,
Burlington? Okay, yeah.
BC and Burlington,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, nobody ever beat me. If he doesn't do that in high school, I'm not catching guys like Nick Downey, the realist. And I caught him twice.
Mm-hmm.
Who? I caught him twice.
Where?
I got him a picture. Nick Downey.
You got a picture?
Yeah, when I was playing West Shore.
He does not have that picture.
Oh, God.
He does not have the picture. No, I don't want to see the picture. I don't want to see the picture.
But actually, I'm catching a record holder because I knew who it was.
Yeah.
I already studied all the records out there, so I'm like, if anybody's current,
yeah.
who is it? Okay,
Yeah.
that's who I got to deal with because I'm never getting Eddie House again.
Yeah. Eddie House. The fucking Eddie House forever.
For life.
Okay. So a lot of people have been talking about my outfits and shit. But what up? What up? This is a new outfit. I just bought it.
This is your fault because had y'all not harassed him, I would not need to go shopping. This is your fault.
You guys don't even understand what's under the table. I got some new kicks too. No, I'm barefoot. Maybe. You never know.
But if there was, I'd be drinking out of that shoe. Just like, who is it? That guy who knocked out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Sons in 4?
No. That was a hell of a knockout though. It was the UFC fight, UFC 264. I think it's Tawita. Yo, this guy knocked out the guy. You know how he celebrates it? He's walking down the line. And mind you, so the UFC's got Crypto.com sponsorships, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing the UFC chest shirt, and he's drinking out of random people's shoes, bro. They're handing them the... Too. I looked at my shoe for a second. Like, yeah. That's how you celebrate.
Nasty. Yeah, but shifting gears, let's talk crypto. I want to know what you know. You always posting stories that's interesting, and like I don't really fully grasp it. I know a lot of guys who are losing money. I know a lot of guys who have made money. I know a lot of guys who don't know how to pull their money out. Let's get into crypto.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. The reason why a lot of people lose out on crypto is because they put money in, they see markets move, and they don't realize that as far as KYC and AML.
No. Everything has to be like you're speaking to a child. AMC, KFC, I don't know.
No, there's a learning curve, and it's not an easy one. It is one where you have to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, but tell me things so like speak to me as if I don't understand anything.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't. Like, think about it. You don't take a computer and say, slow it down with what you put in. You want to go fast. Like, the way it upgrade, right? In order to upgrade, you have to create new neural networks. Yo, Gladdy, have your synapses.
Gladdy, put the question mark over my head right now, please.
No, but for real, though, it's like, so, like, the first time I ever did a sit down and a speak in terms of, like, just doing an informal seminar, it was 5 hours nonstop.
Okay, let's start again. Crypto. Let me ask a specific question. Maybe that's because it will be easier for me to gauge what you're saying. What's the best coin right now? What's the best coin in your opinion? Where should we be looking towards for the future? No, matter of fact, don't tell me the best coin right now. Tell me the best coin so I put my money in now and I make money 5 years from now.
Now I'm biased in what I say, so 100%. I want to say my favorite project, but I don't want it to come off as a shill. But I'll just basically tell someone what to look for in terms of that project.
Okay.
You want something of a utility, something like an Ethereum type token, where it's constantly utilized and creates value because there's value in that ecosystem. So, for example, like my favorite project is Holochain, but where there's value created is infrastructure.
Okay.
You support the network by basically, becoming a host of the cloud. Amazon is doing what it's doing simply because it's got a lot of data centers.
Wait, a host of the cloud.
The cloud.
You're talking about like an iCloud, how the memory is saved?
Yep.
Kind of, is that the same thing?
Yep.
Okay, so when you say you become a host of the cloud, hosting how?
Basically, you've got a Holo port or a node. And so what that happens is basically because you have like all this this data traffic.
Yeah.
Like that's of value. Think about it. Amazon, Facebook, Apple.
I don't know what Amazon is though.
No, but just
Amazon is like a okay. Keep going.
But because they're invested in cloud, remember they built $1 trillion, like $1 trillion companies, hundreds of $1 billion in value.
Yeah.
Because they control and resell and they're able to make movements off this data. But that data has a value, whereas why shouldn't you own data or at least be capable of hosting it? You know what I mean? Like we don't have the same issues we have with minimum wage if people are able to earn by utilizing unused computing capacity.
Whew. Whew.
By the way, in my defense, I had a split before I came here.
No, it's not. No, I think you laid it out correctly. I just don't know what you're talking about.
No, but that's the thing. It's like you have to get overwhelmed. Like for me, I knew something was good the moment my head started hurting.
No, but
it's
so I don't even. The question was, what is the coin that we look towards?
Oh, you want that answer?
Because you said something like Ethereum.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. The coin we look towards would be Bitcoin. I do not like Bitcoin. I hate, I despise, I do not like Bitcoin because of its ability to influence the rest of the market. Because when we look at stock markets, what influences the rest of the market? You know, I could ask anybody who invests in traditional stock markets, and I would ask them what influences the rest of the markets. They might say something like oil as a commodity, electricity as a commodity, right? Those things that sort of
dictate what's
the value, you know, shipped goods, for example, right? Every day that container ship moves, that's it's roughly the value of 100 cars, full tanks. So, you know, when we look at that kind of value, nothing else, you know, how did Bitcoin become digital oil? But somehow it influences the rest of the market, but the utility isn't there behind it.
There's nothing,
except that I'm allowed to trade it.
It's a commodity, so it's, okay, Bitcoin is...
Its commodity is built on speculation.
It's gold. Bitcoin is like a gold. There's no really use for it. We just value it because...
But here's the disrespect, though. It's the best disrespect. I can go find gold and weigh it and equate it to its value, right? But the thing is, though, nobody ever really knows how much gold is stored away. You just trust that there's someone can go and check, right? Well, Bitcoin's no different in that sense. Someone can go in and audit your vault or your reserve to prove that you've transacted this to that block, and it's all available online. But the thing why I say it becomes like almost like a disrespect is because, well, anybody can go and buy gold and have gold for their family. You can go and buy Bitcoin, but you know, there's this scarcity thing to it, right? So what ends up happening with scarcity is everybody puts in this money, but whoever was here beneath you sort of has a value comparable to what you put in. So because you're tipping the scales in someone else's favor, now what happens when an entire nation starts transacting and they're too poor? And
you're losing me again, you know.
Yeah.
You're losing. You're losing.
Okay, so the thing that becomes dangerous is, you know, you have you're saying that now it's a legal tender, like in El Salvador, possibly Panama, and where it becomes a danger is, you know, which is why they didn't allow it in China, which is why they didn't recognize it as a legal tender in the U.S. or Canada or anywhere in the EU or the UK, is because, remember, there's a lot of people that aren't educated. We all know how terrible a public education system is anywhere in the world.
Shout out to York University.
Hey, York, I got forked. I can't remember. Yeah, screw us.
He got forked. He got forked. I don't know what that means, but he got forked.
It's a lot better than
so. Okay. Let's reduce it down. Bitcoin
dictates the market.
But so, if I am an early investor, someone who like doesn't know anything, but I want to get involved.
You just want some kind of, you want to hold Bitcoin and learn about it.
Do I want to hold Bitcoin or versus Ethereum versus Ripple? Like what is, in your opinion? I'm just saying, what is the best thing? Give me a lame term example. Like I don't want to stop. You're spinning my head right now. Tell me, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, go. Pick one. Marry, fuck, kill.
Okay, I'm gonna marry Ethereum.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck Bitcoin.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill Ripple.
Why?
So, the reason why I'd marry Ethereum is just because the integrations made within that software and the continuous growth.
Yeah.
The reduction in gas fees that's supposed
no. I will not allow you to do this to me again.
I have to.
No. Okay.
The reason you're going to be over your head.
The reason you're gonna marry. Hold on, watch this. The reason you're gonna marry Ethereum is because the growth.
Contracts.
The growth.
Well, smart contracts. Marriage is a contract. Smart contracts.
Okay.
So with smart contracts, basically Ethereum allows you to, basically create your own, whether that's your medical file, the lease.
Okay.
Every kind of documents.
Okay.
Ethereum's.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna invest in Ethereum. Drop all the coins in Ethereum.
No. Do some. Like, you got to look at the chart. Ethereum's at a nice, middling point. I don't know what it's at right now. I don't know if it's still at 2,500 USD. I think it's climbed up to probably around 27 or 33. But the reason why I say chill is because, remember, the miners are still upset with the IPP59 protocol coming out.
So is it
No, I have to do this. So with the gas fees, the reduction in gas fees, remember, now that makes it cheaper to move your ETH. they have the option of knowing that now either there's going to be more transactions done at a reasonable fee, which will go from basically a $500 billion to $1 trillion over time. But then also too, there's the potential. Remember, the $500 billion becoming $1 trillion makes sense, right? Because we're all talking about it reaching 10K over time. But where it becomes dangerous is, well, if I'm a miner and basically you're making it so I can never really, generate a lot of money off of increased gas fee, those $30 taxes, the $200 tax to do a $200 transaction, that still gives someone a great ability to move and liquidate capital, at the expense.
No, Eddie, no.
Protocol. So,
Eddie, what are you talking about, fam?
do your research.
No, what I'm saying is, no, we don't want research right now. I'm saying, I'm saying, in your opinion, without any backing.
No, I want to do an exchange one day. I'm not getting.
No, what I'm saying is, I want to know, as someone who is going to do my research later.
I would hold all three, but I would hold significantly less Ripple than I would in comparable to Bitcoin.
Okay, perfect.
I would hold probably, if I'm new to investing and I've got maybe $4,000, I'll put $2,000 in ETH, I'll put $1,000 in Ethereum, and with the other 1,000, as far as Ripple.
Wait, say it again. You have $4,000.
I got 4,000.
Yeah.
I put 2,000 in Ethereum. I put 1,000 in Bitcoin.
Okay.
And the other 1,000, I cherry picked the hell out of Ripple because there's no loyalty in that token.
Thank you. There we go. We got it. No, we got it. No, listen. Here's the thing.
But if you don't have $4,000 to play with, you can do the same thing with 400. You can do the same thing with 40. You're not going to be able to do with $4. But you do have to use some kind of money to measure your gauge and learn from it. If you don't have money in, don't waste your time. You're only going to piss off people that can teach you about crypto. If you don't actively invest and put $40 in at minimum, it's like you're wasting somebody's time. Because a simple conversation can literally be a $5,000 difference. And somebody who talks, lives, and breathes crypto is when they realize, like, I just lost 10 grand because you didn't want to do your research, you'll probably miss out on those 40, 50x top opportunities later on down the road.
My next question is this. So we know you have $4,000, 2,000 Ethereum, and hold for how long?
Oh, it's not like a hold for how long. It's like, so say I go in with 2 grand, I put maybe 1,000, 1,200, and with the other 8 or 500, what I'm doing is I'm finding dips and I'm buying on the dips. And when there's an incremental set price, wherever I've set my stop to, then basically I'm selling. If there's a trailing stop,
okay. So I have Ethereum. I buy $2,000 of Ethereum. I buy $1,200 of Ethereum.
I'm listening.
And then on the dips, I play with my 800.
Yes.
At what point am I selling?
When it's reached your goal.
Okay, so you're not holding for the long term. It's not like you're holding for 10 years or 5 years.
Oh, no, I'm holding forever. I'm just going to be doing this
over and over
comfortable and actually putting more money into it.
Okay.
Because you have to wonder, right? Look at Bitcoin, right? You're sitting at 80K Canadian, all-time high, and it drops down to 40.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when people are saying Ethereum's going to hit 10 grand, do you think it's going to stay at 10 grand and it's not going to fall to 5?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to spend time in market to anticipate when the information you're getting is of a suitable value to you. Because sometimes people, if you got 20,000 followers, you got 10,000 followers, you got 1.1 million followers, like Bitcoin, for example. People are very impressionable, and on the slightest, tip or modicum of insight, it can cause a sell-off. It can cause pandemonium and buying. Yeah.
So what you're saying is Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency is here.
It's not going anywhere.
Okay. So it's just like, okay, advice for people who are not sure.
Yes.
For me, I like Ethereum. I like the idea of Ethereum. I'm not buying it. Let me just bring me to my point.
And I don't blame you. I think I spazzed. I FOMO'd when Ethereum was like 3,500 Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And, I thought I was sitting on profit, right? But I held for a little bit too long. And mind you, I'm 5 months in, so I'm not throwing crazy money in. Ethereum, I think I only went in with probably about, 700. I watched it climb up to 900. I'm like, yeah, it's going to hit 10K. I'm going to be rich.
Eden.
Nope.
There's no food on the plate.
It split in half, dropped from 45,000 Canadian to 2,500 Canadian.
Your $700 is what?
Went to like 430.
Wait, and what you do?
I rolled the blunt and called it a day. It's all money.
But you didn't pull it out.
No.
Okay,
if you pull it out, that's a loss, and you deserve that loss. And thank you to whoever you made rich. You want to be somebody's Porsche backed into a fancy house? It's not a nice view.
Roll your blunt and light it up.
You gotta call it a day, man.
Fuck. Okay.
And,
All right.
and that was hard, but like it was a good lesson for me to learn because in crypto, remember it's not a real world asset, and that's where you find the finality of fiat. Fiat, it's $1. Whatever that paper is, or whatever this is, that's all it'll ever be. But with cryptocurrency, you can go finite, like from a finite amount all the way down to hundreds to 10,000s, and so it makes it fine for data and other exchanges, right? Whether that's a commodity like oil, or addressing water scarcity and pricing out accordingly. Like these are things you can't do with fiat. And then so now when you have something that sort of addresses that mutual credit meta currency aspect, that's where it's like that's where I'd invest. So earlier when I was dodging that question, like what's the coin to invest in, I wanted to get further enough along the road where I could be like Holochain, hot USD, aka hot diesel. If you're on the UK line, or if you're drinking out your shoe, man.
We live in there. So Holochain.
Yes.
And is Holochain like a what kind of coin would that be considered?
I would say it's a utility token.
Okay, but it's not a poop coin?
It's not a shit coin. Development goes as far back as 2017. You can find video of its founder, co-founder.
But how much do you How much do you believe in it though?
I believe in it enough to say that if ever I sell, like, if I'm never gonna sell more than, I would say 60%. I would never hold less than 90.
How much is Holochain sitting at right now?
Sitting at right now? Let's find out. You want USD or CAD?
Canadian. No, USD.
Okay.
Both.
So your favorite projects, I promise you, will become things that you...
Should we invest in Holochain?
This is not financial advice. This is not financial advice.
Yeah, but like, would you?
I would, yeah. Below the 1 cent mark, yeah. And the other thing too is
it's under 1 cent.
Yeah. So it's like if you waited, which is what.
So wait, what do you think the projection of Holochain is in the next 5 years?
If some of the people building on
No.
It's pricing dynamicsm. You can't ignore things that are going to quantify the value over time. Right?
Okay.
So if something like Holosail, does secure at least 1% of market, that becomes 62.2 billion or 62.8 billion of value in sales.
Okay.
Because based on the pricing model and the increase, and that's just actually based off of the 827 million TEUs. The TEU is a 20-foot equivalent unit, so your shipping container. Based on the pricing model.
Okay, yes.
But then imagine you're a host, right?
Yeah.
You make money off of hosting the data traffic, right? As shipping containers move in from sea to land and air, right?
So how much in 5 years is Holochain
In
worth?
5 years,
Give me a projection.
I see it.
It's less than 1 cent right now?
It's less than 1 cent right now.
Okay.
I see it definitely hovering well above the 70 cent mark.
Okay, so if I put $500 in today,
Let's find out.
listen, don't find out. We're not finding out. We're gonna put the money on that. We're putting our money on Holochain. 5 years? And if not, we're finding the BigBlackCrypto.
Hey, 100%. Come find me. I'm definitely happy to take that on. Because we've seen today proof of concept, right? Somebody was asked, like, I mentioned something about holodecks and, there's this app, but it's not affiliated with the company, right? It's just somebody developing on the software, and there hasn't been anything really made more of it, right? But what they demonstrated of it was the permissionless ability to stay logged into one app while accessing another website. So basically, their website will play over YouTube videos. It streams YouTube content, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the fear in my soul when I'm able to log into YouTube and it still tells me who I am, like on a different website. So I'm seeing like Chinese script, and all of a sudden I still see BigBlackCrypto. I was like, yo, no, that doesn't happen, right? On any other website, I have to log into that website.
Okay, as a user.
But because they integrated some of the Holochain API, basically what I'm able to do is to access that website permissionlessly because I'm still logged into whatever.
Okay.
Scary shit, bro.
Listen, honestly, minds are blown right now. You know what I'm talking about? No, because neither do I.
You don't say anything, but this is my portfolio.
Yeah.
This is the movement. That's what this was. And at one point, that was, say at 2 million units. I was sitting at like 90 grand. So, I mean, like people, it's hard to believe that, but I can't get that out of my bank account because guess what? The money in my bank account actually ain't tied to no utility use case.
Yeah.
When I go into a bank, I'm signing over custodial rights, and essentially I'm the asset backing their lending. Somebody hands up credit, guess what? I'm here getting no percent of their business deals.
Well, look, what you need to know is there's money in that account. There's money in that account. Hey, Holochain.
It's bus fare. It's bus fare. It's bus fare.
That's a big bus. That is a big bus. And you know what? I respect it. So sometimes you get like lost in the fact that some people talk and they don't walk. You're walking the walk right now.
Thank you.
And cryptocurrency, I don't understand it. I'm gonna try to gain more knowledge in the future. We're gonna have more talks.
Most definitely.
But for now, I can't. My mind is spinning. I don't know if it's the fucking alcohol or the pain, but I don't want to hear about no finance or anything else.
Hold on. This last thing I want to break down is the why like Holochain is going to sort of take a foothold in the market.
Okay, go ahead. We'll take that. This is why the Holochain Holo at Holochain.
So and again, this is the I put this tweet out. It's the one pinned to my profile. It's the one where we're talking about Holosail Tech and how they advance Holochain's global adoption strategy. Just to show you here, the impressions 10,390.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody at home is going to probably like zoom in on this. I don't know if that's visible, the number of impressions. I really pray I cut my nose hairs.
You did not.
They usually blend in with my mustache, but I trim my mustache, trying to look good for everybody. Big mistake. Don't trim your mustache. It hides your nose hairs.
So you have 10. So what?
But basically, like,
okay.
So when I'm highlighting something as far as research, like one of the reasons why I held off for so long with Holochain is because there's a lot of erroneous misinformation or people.
Erroneous misinformation.
Yes, so that's kind of redundant. That's fair. You're right.
I didn't know it was redundant. I just didn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No. But it's but with it.
Erroneous misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation.
But basically, like,
what does erroneous mean?
It's just wrong.
Okay.
It's
erroneous. Yes, that is yes.
If you want to say like, hey,
it's a wrong.
You think somebody's wrong. If you just want to play around too, it's like that, sir, is erroneous.
It's erroneous.
But it's like with it though, it's like, for example, there's an article recently saying how Holochain is like a 99-to-1 long shot, and it's well, you got to remember who's publishing some of this information. It's the same people that get paid to look up and highlight tokens and projects to high-level investors.
Yeah.
That's through the NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm.
That's through Bloomberg. I've looked at these positions. They're actual jobs, 50K, 60K positions.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then also too, if it's not part of the index portfolio, you can't give it all the shine. There's no extreme level of depth of information.
Yeah.
You want technical analysis, price predictions, but don't tell people what it's really worth, because if it's really worth something, tell our investors first.
They got to get it first.
And then our Discords, our Reddits, and that's how the channel of information works. So for me, I'm kind of like this unicorn, this anomaly that like does research. But for me, I like to let people dig their own graves first, and then I explain things, and then I break it down. So, but this one I held off because I'm like, well, they've been developing since 20.
And it's Holochain.
This is a hack built on Holochain, and they've been in works for over well over a year.
I have a question. Is there any other way to invest in crypto without investing in the actual coins? Like, how can we do that?
Okay, so another way of investing in it would be through adopting infrastructure. So anything that supports a network is the easiest way to do it. So whether that's cloud mining some kind of token, great.
But what does that mean?
You set up a computer and you put a node. This will be a node. It just pings and receives information. That's one way to do it.
What the fuck is a node?
Again, it's something that receives information.
This is
it handles traffic, but we're doing the visualization thing.
Okay,
That's a node.
Okay.
Information passes through it. So same way it runs through the cord, this would be operating through the Wi-Fi, picking up information in the cloud. So because they say
I buy a node.
A node.
A node.
Yeah. A node.
Node.
Yeah.
I buy a node.
Yeah. Not a nude.
Not
a node.
Okay. This is not Pornhub. This is a node. A node. A node.
Yes.
I buy a node.
Yes.
And from that node, I set up to my computer.
And you make money. That's it.
How do you make money off a node?
You'll be using excess storage capacity on a computer to handle sharded files.
What is a sharded file?
It is a file that, much like, you remember Shazam or LimeWire? as we're.
I remember LimeWire. Shazam is
no, but it's the same concept.
Okay.
P2P, and it's fragmented.
Where can I get a node?
You gotta. There's quite a few projects like the Helium network, Bobcat Miner is great. The Akash network, the Deeper network.
But it's an actual physical thing.
Holoport.
But it's an actual physical thing.
Yes.
So I actually buy a node.
Or you can go buy a desktop V and set up for threefold network. But some of them, like, you gotta be mindful too, right? Like, if you're setting up your own computer and you're hosting, well, what's the cost to host, right? Like Ethereum says you got to hold 33 Ethereum, right? 32 Ethereum. Well, 32 ETH, remind you, its present value. So I got. I'll put it on vibrate.
How much can I buy a node?
Yes, you can.
How much?
It just depends. Like, I don't know about the Kosh. I don't know about Deeper. I don't know about, like.
Okay, no, stop. No more.
But yeah,
no more. Wait.
I'm not trying to give the game away for free.
No, for free. It is for free. For me.
For you, yeah. I'll talk to you off cuff and like break it down. Somebody's gonna be in the comment sections as they always are.
Yeah, no one's ever in my comment section.
I'm gonna delete that out of the comment section.
I have zero comments. It's fine. I have zero comments. It's fine. This is nothing. This is screw face capital of the world. There's no comments. They just look.
But the reason why it's like, yo,
5 of them.
part of me is like, okay, I want to tell everybody how to make money, how to make bank, and go grab this infrastructure. But yeah, remember, these are the same people that won't accept that infrastructure until they order their own, or immediately they want to cut you out. Oh, I'm not sovereign. It's not to be mean, but like people want independence, even if it means at their own expense, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like,
no, Eddie, no. We're done crypto. Me and you will talk offline because there's a lot of valuable information. But you're spinning my head. And we're going to need like 5 hours for that, and we don't have 5 hours. So what I want to talk to you about next is coronavirus.
Oh, I should have bought this stock when it tanked. Wow.
I want to talk coronavirus. I want to talk about your position, your stance, and I want... Okay, first off, are you vaccinated?
Double.
Yeah. Do you have... What do you have?
Pfizer.
Pfizer? Both Pfizer?
Yeah. By the